Hey there, this is Christy, ChristyMatthewsOnline.com, ChristyJMatthews.com. Hope you're having a great day. I'm broadcasting from my very cold home office here at Oakley, California. Gosh, it's cold in here. Anyway, have you ever felt that you just have so much going on in your business that you just get yourself stuck to where you get into a rut, really, and you just can't move forward and you end up just not getting anything done? Well, I've been there, and I've learned a few things over the last few years about myself and when this happens, and I've come up with a few tips that help me, and I think that they'll help you out as well. So usually what happens when you have this feeling that you're going into a rut is when you've got a lot of things going on. You see, social media is a very fast moving entity, okay? And there's many moving parts with it. And if you're learning something new, implementing new strategies, it doesn't matter if you're new to the game or you're an intermediate or advanced player. Everybody goes through this to some sort of extent. It's just a matter of how you handle it in developing some skills around what's happening and understanding this wonderful process. So first of all, the first tip is don't cough. Now, I'm not talking about the cough. I'm talking about COF. Now, what is COF? It's confusion, overwhelm, and frustration. Those three words, when you speak them, you give them power. So don't give them power. These are normal things that you will feel, and they're an indication that you are growing when you're feeling these things. I'm going through this right now. You haven't seen me online much because I'm in this massive growth phase with launching another business. I'm over developing a new platform, and I'm doing quite a few things, and there's only so much that I can do and also take care of all of the other things that I have going on in my life that's outside of business. So what do? Don't speak the words. Do not speak confusion, frustration, overwhelm. Don't say those words. Don't say, hey, I'm feeling confused. I am so overwhelmed. I'm feeling frustrated. Those things do happen, and do understand that you are just growing, and it's a good thing. And you will always feel these things. So when you're feeling them, give yourself a pat on the back and say, cool, man, I'm growing and I'm moving forward, because there's good things that are going to be coming. When you don't feel some of those feelings, it means you got stagnant and you're not growing anymore. Things got too comfortable. It's time to stir some things up. Look at your business and see what other things you might be able to do that will help you get a better return on your time this coming year. Second is, when you're feeling this way, get up and get away from it. Take a walk. Get on your bike, take a bike ride, whatever you do to go clear your head. For me, I like to go walk. I walk this whole loop around my subdivision, and it takes probably an hour or so to get through there. And it's really good for me to just clear my head. Many times I'll call a friend and have a quick little bitch fest about what's going on, and that's it. It's so necessary. So taking a break gives your brain a chance to let all of this information, it's almost like a funnel, okay? And it allows all of that to kind of sift down into your brain and let it have a place in your brain for where it will need to be processed, because you're going to know what you need to do. It will surface up to the top, but you've got to let stuff get into the brain before you can let things surface up to the top for the things that you need to do. I hope that makes sense. Third, it is so important to schedule your day. However, you have to look at how many hours you're putting into your day towards your business. So if you're putting in just an hour a day and that's all that you have, you need to be laser focused on what you are needing to do with that 1 hour. If you have more time, same thing, be laser focused. Because what happens is that There are a bunch of different philosophies on this about either going all in and spending all of your time to get some things done. And there is some valid point to that, but you can let it get out of hand. The next thing you know, you're running a week or two and you're still working on the same things. I recommend when you're working on a big project, and I'm taking my own advice here, I've had to do this myself, especially with what I've got going on right now, is that I can only schedule so much time to that particular thing that I'm working on. It might be that I'm developing new content, putting in some new funnels, creating new email sequences, letter sequences, I should say. Those all take time. They're not going to be built overnight. Think about building a home or building a model or anything else, or baking, making a recipe. Things take time. So give yourself the time. You're only human, right? And you do have a life, I hope, outside of the business. So just make sure that if you have an 8-hour day dedicated, that you get all of the things done that you must get done within that period of time. So don't give up on your most important daily operation items that you must be doing, your DMO. Okay, let's see, I've got my notes here. Oh, I should give you a hint. On your DMO, remember your most important things are content, prospect, and connect. Everything else comes after that, because when you stop doing those things, content is what gets people to follow you and eventually maybe will join up with you, buy your products or services, maybe even join your team because you're out there teaching and inspiring them. You want to always prospect for new clients, new customers, and then you want to connect with those that you have already connected with. You know, when you have a very large friends list here on Facebook or any other platform, you may have to find some other way to be able to connect with a large amount of people. This is personally one of the struggles I'm having right now, and I'm developing systems around so that I can still stay in touch with the people that are important to me, but also have time to get the other things done, because it does take a lot of time. Lastly, get enough sleep. I hear too many people out there that are working 12, 13, 14, 16-hour days. You're going to burn out. You don't want to burn out. You want to, this is a long-term play. So when you're feeling tired and stressed during the day and you're feeling like you're getting into that rut, for me personally, I'm starting to feel tired. And when I feel tired, I know that I've pushed myself too far and I need to take a step back. I might even go take a nap, which is a very rare thing for me to do. But a lot of times when I know that I need to take a nap, I allow myself to do so. It is important that I take care of myself. It's important that you take care of yourself as well. You don't want to get sick because you're overworking on something that is supposed to be fun. This is why you became an entrepreneur, right? So you have some time freedom and you have other freedoms. But to build those things up, it's going to take some time. This is not going to happen overnight. Get a good night's sleep. You need to be, just without going into a lot of explanation, you need at least 7 hours of sleep a night. Your body has to do some healing, so get some sleep at night. I know that there are people out there who do well without that much sleep, but generally 7 hours is about the average, so try to shoot for that. And then, and I needed to mention this before, when you're out there taking a walk and also when you're getting ready for bed, ask yourself, a couple of questions. What is it that is bothering me so much? Why am I feeling this way? Ask yourself some of these questions. What's the first thing that I need to do in the morning? The answers are going to come. Many times, the answer's already sitting there. Your higher self is just waiting for the question. So ask yourself the question, and the answer is usually right there. But if it's not, it will surface when you're ready to receive the answer. because your higher self is trying to help you, and it's just ask the question, okay? And you just listen and then do what your higher self tells you. Is never wrong. So I hope that these tips helped you out, and I have more cool things on my website, so come by and visit it. And if there's a way that I can help you, reach out to me. Want to talk about these tips a little bit more? Send me a message, and I will see you next time. Hope you got some value from them. Take care. Bye-bye.